Dear students, welcome to the class. We are going to see a few points about the first chapter of your textbook Flamingo. The first chapter of the text is the last lesson, and this story is written by Alphonse Daudet. Now, let us have some idea about the writer Alphonse Daudet. Alphonse Daudet was a French novelist and short story writer. He was born on 13 May 1840 and died on 16th December 1897. He wrote his first poem and his first novel at the age of 14. The Franco-Prussian War from 1870 to 1871 had a profound effect on his writings. In this war, France was defeated by Prussia, led by Bismarck. Prussia then consisted of what now are the nations of Germany, Poland, and parts of Austria. Daudet portrayed the details of human behavior with utmost perfection. All his life, he recorded his observations of other people in little notebooks, which he used as a reservoir of inspiration. According to him, a novel should be the history of people who will never have any history. Everything in his world had an inner reality that he reproduced through his writings. Now let us see the setting of the story. The story is set in the French districts of Alsace and Lorraine during the days of Franco-Prussian War. After capturing these two districts, learning of German language was imposed in the schools here. France lost districts of Alsace and Lorraine to the Prussians in the war led by Bismarck. The writer portrays the effects of the war in the life of people in French territory. Village school, beautiful woods filled with chirping of birds, the river Saar, and the open field near the sawmill are part of the story. Now let us see what are the major themes of the story, the last lesson. The story is about love for one's mother tongue, language as a national identity, importance of education, patriotism, and linguistic chauvinism. Love for one's mother tongue is one of the major themes of the story. Now we'll see how it is reflected here. The events of the story are set in the days of Franco-Prussian War, as you have seen earlier. France lost districts of Alsace and Lorraine to the Prussians in the war. As a result, teaching of French was abolished and German language was imposed in the schools of these two districts. The Prussians denied the freedom to the people of Lorraine and Alsace to learn their own language, French. Suddenly, all the Frenchmen realized how much they loved their mother tongue, French, and they did not want to part with it. Language as a national identity is another theme of the story. Let us see how this theme is worked out here in the story. Commonality of language binds people to their cultural heritage. Here, the nationalist sentiment of the French was heard by Prussians. According to Hamel, the French teacher in this story, French was the most beautiful, the clearest, and the most logical language in the world. He appealed to his countrymen to guard it and never forget it. When a people are enslaved, as long as they hold fast to their language, it is as if they had the key to their prison. Another idea that the writer wants to convey through the story is importance of education. We know that education is the backbone of any nation. Let us see how this theme is worked out here. The people of Alsace had not taken the learning of French seriously. They did not realize the value of education till they got the order from Berlin to abolish the learning of French. When they knew that they would be deprived of their mother tongue, they had great regret in not giving due importance to education. M. Hamel, the French teacher, did not blame his students and parents alone for their poor learning of French. He also held himself responsible for the same. He was really sorry for not making sincere efforts to teach French to his countrymen. The importance of education and need to respect one's mother tongue are stressed upon here. There was utter negligence on the part of students, parents, and the teacher in learning French. The theme of patriotism is well reflected in this story. Hamel, the French teacher, taught his last lesson to his countrymen. He was very patriotic as he appealed to his countrymen to hold fast to their mother tongue to be free from the Prussians. He tried to teach them as much as he could and with much patience too on that day. He was emotionally attached to the school and all his students. However, he was very brave and strong. He wrote on the blackboard, Vive la France, means long live France. The practice of linguistic chauvinism is highlighted in this story. Linguistic chauvinism is the idea that one's language is superior to the language of others. It focuses on disregarding other languages and taking pride in one's own mother tongue or language. People of Alsace and Lorraine are the victims of linguistic chauvinism. They are forced to learn German. Language has a close association with the culture and tradition of people. It is the cultural identity of a particular group of people who use it. It not only defines the culture but also tells us about the people, literature, and history of a country. Linguistic and cultural supremacy of Germans is well portrayed in this story.